2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Well, for the Clippers, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And for Blake Griffin, he's improved his shooting to expand his range over the last few seasons. Shaq, he seems to have just about everything you want in a power forward.
Yeah, he's very, very strong. He can hurt you with his back to the basket or facing up. You know what, Ernie? He shot over 40% from mid-range last season, and he could put it on the floor. Not like me, but he can put it on the floor.
His game has improved, Kenny.
Not like Shaq, but he's one of the best passing big men that we've seen, you know, both from the outside and the inside. He had over five assists last year. That's big.
And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
I didn't mean it like that.
On the road, looking for a win against their Western Conference rival, the Dallas Mavericks are ready for this thing to get started. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with Williams, and it's Pachulia in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Jordan. Paul for 3. Parsons with the rebound. Last season for Chris Paul, another strong season. Yet quite a year for him in terms of media hype. He was as strong as ever on the court and off the court.
And that's a great point. You know, he did kind of fly under the radar. It's hard to imagine a first-team Hall of Famer in the future could do that, but a lot of it had to do with Steph Curry kind of coming on to the scene, splashing on the scene, if you will. But he is still one of the top point guards in our league.
Now Redick following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. And Redick kicks to Griffin. Just 5 to shoot. And he gets it to go.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
You know, for Paul, you talk about the lack of talk about him last year. Very quietly came close to the 50-40-90 club.
Out to the right wing. Griffin dishes to Paul. And the wide open shot from Redick. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
The 50-40-90 club, something only elite scorers reach, and Paul came close while playing point guard. He might not get the hype he used to, but CP3 is very much still one of the best in our league.
Now here's Paul. Dirk Nowitzki unable to get his shot to go. The drive by Paul. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Here's Dallas. Still without a basket in the game. Parsons for 3. Good on the shot. Parsons got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, I caught up with Doc Rivers for a minute. We talked about how they plan to deal with Darren Williams. He said he can do it all offensively. Shoot, drive, and of course, pass. We've got to play aggressive, try to force him towards our help, and take the ball out of his hands as much as possible. Not easy, Kevin, not one of those things.
All right, Doris. Now here's Paul. Following the miss by Chandler Parsons. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Redick against Matthews. Redick with the bucket.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
Nowitzki, no good.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Paul, no one around him. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Lance Stevenson comes in for Pierce. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Now here's Crawford. Dirk Nowitzki unable to get his shot to go. Paul for three. Again, the miss by Paul.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed out. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
He dishes it to Griffin. Back to Paul. Crawford outside. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 5. Matthews with it. He's picked up by Paul. Dallas moving the ball around. And now Stevenson running the floor all by himself. It's blocked. Matthews, no one around him. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Matthews has got his first 3 points of the game. L.A. has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
And Chandler Parsons, changing teams last season, saw a little bit of a regression. Down in points, rebounds, and assists. But more troubling, down in field goal and free throw percentage. So you can tell that that transition to a new team, new system, new role definitely had an impact.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Chandler Parsons coming over from Houston to Dallas, moving into a new scheme, a different scheme than he had with the Rockets. It was his first go-around with Coach Rick Carlisle.
Yeah, and it's not easy for a player to adjust to a coach, or a new coach to adjust to a player. That takes some time. It's a two-way street. We know Parsons has the talent.
And the Clippers making a change here. Smith has checked in. Now here's Paul. And they double up Paul. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Charlie Villanueva. Here's Stevenson. No good. Good D by Matthews. The Mavericks trailing. There's the three. Another three for Dallas.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Smith, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Well, guys, Josh Smith, an interesting case. Clark, he shot about 2 triples a game last year, yet for the last 3 seasons, his free throw percentage has been under, surprisingly, 55%.
Yeah, and that's terribly troubling. I mean, his three-point percentage improved in Houston, but the free throws, really, he can do much better than that. You look at his stroke, I think it's just a matter of concentration with Josh.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes...
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. The Clippers in the lead. Paul kicks to Stevenson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he can't get the first one.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted. with the new team.
Harris is checked in for Dallas. He's off on the second. And for Stevenson, to his credit, he took the benching in stride. He knew he just wasn't a good fit at times.
Yeah, and his coach, Steve Clifford, was upfront about it, and I thought did a nice job handling that. Clifford said he wanted Stevenson as a Hornet, but just couldn't find a unit with which to make it work.
Here's Crawford. Here's Aldrich. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And he drains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain, and that's why we have replay to get these big calls right.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really, a good job to take the second look at it. Would have been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
And DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team, but as a defender, he understands he can make a big difference. Well, Jordan, a man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job, Clark, and does it very, very well. He is excelling.
Yeah, he is. He may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the Clippers' Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan's become a defensive beast, an animal defensively, and really the thing of it is he's still learning and growing, and he's going to continue to get better, which is scary.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the 3 spot.
And the Clippers not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of threes.
No one near Felton as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Paul goes in, and it's sent back by Nowitzki. It's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks with some changes. Matthews comes in for Raymond Felton, and it's Williams in for Harris. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Parsons.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pierce, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Pierce has got 4 points this quarter.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Nowitzki, that's for 2. Off the left rim and out.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
And stolen by Darren Williams. Here's Matthews. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. 8 points for Wesley Matthews.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
The drive by Paul. Here's Jordan. Here's Griffin. Rejected by Nowitzki. Parsons passes to Nowitzki. Back to Parsons. Three-pointer. That's good. Parsons got 6 points. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Pass to Williams. Shoots from the corner. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. And guys, it's been a slow decline for Darren Williams the last few seasons. Once considered an elite point guard, he just doesn't have that stature any longer. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The first one falls. Well, for Williams, Greg, in his decline, his field goal percentage dropped to below 40% last season. Clark, I never thought I'd see the day with that.
Those were the worst offensive numbers since his rookie season. I mean, he had the game that you thought would carry him past his athletic prime, but that might not be the case the way those numbers look.
Johnson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Crawford comes in for Chris Paul.
And how about last year? Dirk Nowitzki jumping to 7th all-time in scoring. I mean, passing the great Moses Malone for that spot, and he surely will keep climbing this season.
It's Redick on the wing, guarded by Barea. 4 on the shot clock. Clippers moving the ball around. There's Crawford with the 3. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Well, with Nowitzki passing Malone and the scoring, as Greg was just talking about, Clark, you know, this is a guy that obviously has Hall of Fame written all over.
No question about it. First ballot in my mind, and he's got a game that stands the test of time because it's not predicated on athleticism. It's all skill-based.
Johnson outside. Los Angeles with another miss. Dallas with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Here's Parsons. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Griffin's got his 4th rebound in this one. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Mavs were solid on the road last year with a record of 23-18 away from Dallas. Clark, good for 5th most road wins in the West.
And Kevin, that's what you'd expect from a veteran team like the Mavs. I mean, throughout the roster, this team has guys that understand what it takes to win on the road.
A different look for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Smith comes in for Blake Griffin. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for J.J. Redick. And then for Dallas, Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Nowitzki. Jeremy Evans comes in for Chandler Parsons. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Darren Williams.
And guys, the Mavs did have a good record on the road last year. Most of it came at the expense of the Eastern Conference. Only 10 of their 23 road wins came against teams in the West.
The Mavericks leading. Barea kicks to Villanueva. Harris outside. 1:05 left in the second quarter. Evans. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Cole Aldrich.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
That's good from Evans.
You know, it's funny. Back to the Mavs on the road last season. They were much better defensively on the road than they were at home, and that's typically not the case. It's usually flipped. Better at home on D than on the road.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Pachulia, he's checked in for Villanueva. Anderson comes in for Devin Harris. And Darren Williams is subbed in for J.J. Barea.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Crawford kicks to Stevenson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Matthews, no good.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And the call will be against Darren Williams. That's his first foul. Williams against Crawford.
Dallas foul call. Darren Williams.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Both free throws good from Crawford.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
A three from Matthews, and that's not going to go. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. And, Coach, what impact is your defense having on slowing down their offense?
Well, we're active. They're missing a few shots they normally make. You know, we just got to compete. We got to keep competing the way we are.
Rick, thank you. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They never got too far behind as their largest deficit in the period was 8. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
The big positive, I think, their points in the paint. They were determined to work the ball inside of Ernie. It worked. It's always worked. I got 4 rings. I know it works for a fact. That's why they call me Dr. O'Neal, because I'm a master at being dominant on the inside. Anyway, you got to keep that going, because that will continue to open things up for them on the perimeter.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. One of the stories here, Wesley Matthews getting it done today.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spot. Williams is out there with Matthews, and it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Dirk Nowitzki, what can you say? Future Hall of Famer, too many accolades to list, but most important, NBA champion and a great Finals MVP in 2011.
Yeah, and Kevin, history has proven time and time again, you really need a future Hall of Famer on your team to win a championship. Just look at all the teams that have won the title through the years.
Clippers trail by 3. Reddick dishes the ball. From about 16, and again the Clippers good for 2.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Dallas has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Here's Nowitzki, and another basket for Dallas.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, you look at Dallas, and that team didn't rely too much on the mid-range or the short game last season, but they could have. They shot 70% from 12 feet and in, excluding drives. That's pretty good.
For the Mavs, and that 70% shooting from 12 feet and in, a lot of dirt, high posts, and push shots from their guards will do that.
It isn't the most efficient shot by analytics, but there is a lot to be had in the mid-range. If teams only protect the 3 and the rim, you can feast on them with the little short push shots, and the Mavs did that last season.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Cav, it'll be interesting.
And thank you for that, Doris.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The first free throw is good.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And regarding Griffin's low block shot numbers, for some guys, they simply lack a certain feel, Clark, for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Parsons on the wing. Pierce covering. Williams for 3, and it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds in the game. Paul kicks to Pierce, and he misses the go-ahead basket.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Parsons' shot is off.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And Redick is just an unbelievable three-point shooter. It's not just his volume, it's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Redick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
And the Mavericks call time here. And for Redick, he knew what his NBA career would be like. Way back in 2005, Clark, I recall him saying, I think I'll be a role player like 80% of the players in the league. I don't expect to be a star. I'll just shoot. I'll be a team player.
Yeah, and he was exactly right. He was highly decorated in college, but every scout knew his strength was shooting the basketball. And JJ knew it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wesley Johnson.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for the Clippers. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Paul kicks to Jordan. Here's Griffin. The putback. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned. Pound the rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And Reddick kicks to Griffin. There's a screen. Paul outside. Off target with his 3. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And Parsons gets it to go.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Harris against Paul. Looking to get it going. Here's Griffin. Rejected by Nowitzki. Harris against Paul. Villanueva passes to Nowitzki. That puts them in the lead. Nowitzki's got 8 here in the quarter. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Dallas.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it. Last season, the Clippers came away with the 3rd seed out west. They were very tough in conference and managed to get 37 of their 56 wins against Western Conference teams.
And he gets it to go. Johnson's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
You know, not everything's falling for them, but they're definitely capitalizing on their second effort.
Yeah, and the offensive rebounds, really one of those stats that make a huge difference in the outcome of a game.
As you said, for the Clippers, 37 wins last year against the rest of the West. That total was the 2nd most against the rest of the West among any team in the league. Trailed only Golden State in that regard.
And you know what? They played the top West teams tough as well. One of only 3 Western Conference teams to be over 500 against the rest of the playoff teams from the West.
And the shot is good from Nowitzki.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Harris against Paul. It's Reddick on the wing. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Nowitzki against Jordan. Felton dishes to Parsons. Screen by Villanueva. Back to Felton. 6 to shoot. Parsons outside. Fires for 3. No luck. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Clippers leading by 3. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Smith out there with Cole Aldridge, and it's Pierce in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Back to Smith, all alone. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Smith's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Los Angeles. Williams kicks to Nowitzki. Sinks the three-pointer.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Paul outside. Crawford right side. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Orea, the pass to Nowitzki. On, here we go. Crawford all alone. Drops in the breakaway layup. And the Clippers lead by 4. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Clippers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Paul kicks to Pierce. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Mavs made the playoffs again last season. 14th playoff berth for them in the last 15 years, and only the San Antonio Spurs have made more, Greg, over that time frame.
Yeah, and they had a tough first-round opponent in the number 2 seed, Houston. A good old Texas tussle between the 2 and the 7 seeds.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle was saying to the team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
One shot. And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Composed under pressure, and he's now 4 for 4 here in the fourth.
And that one falls for Nowitzki.
Yeah, and you know, the Mavs got bounced out by the Rockets in 5 games in round 1. They were able to avoid the sweep, but losing the first 3 was way too much to overcome.
And it's blocked. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Los Angeles ball.
Crawford kicks to Smith. Here's Aldrich. And Pachulia pulls it down.
And for Dallas in the playoffs, really, it didn't help to have the Rondo drama going on at the time. Even if that hadn't happened, though, you got the feeling that they were overmatched against a red-hot Houston team.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Williams against Paul. Feeds to Smith. The 9-foot shot. And it's Smith again missing. And here's Matthews for the 3. Good, and it's Perea who picks up the assist. Perea's got 3 assists now in this one. Clippers trail by 3. Dishes to Aldrich. Matthews with the steal. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And Los Angeles with some changes. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Cole Aldrich. And Blake Griffin subbed in for Smith. And Dallas with a change here, too. Parsons is checked in.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
They get the rebound. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Crawford.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Parsons takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Crawford, no luck. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Paul with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. And Crawford with the basket on the assist by Paul. Crawford's got it all tied up now for the Clippers. 1:41 left in the fourth. Williams attacking. He feeds it to Parsons. Nowitzki against Griffin. Little turnaround. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 31 points for Dirk Nowitzki. Los Angeles calls timeout.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter. Ball against Williams. Jordan kicks to Pierce. Pulls up on the wing, and that one's good.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
Parsons against Jordan to the middle. It's deflected. Pachulia dishes to Nowitzki. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Los Angeles ball. Timeout for the Mavericks. Attention states,
and the Clippers call time here. The score is tied at 69. 56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. .56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Griffin, no one around him, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And Matthews kicks to Parsons. Pass to Nowitzki. Off the screen. It falls!
Boy, Dirk Nowitzki is a handful, and they're having a lot of trouble dealing with him.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the paint. It's tipped and stolen by Nowitzki. Inside. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 2. 23 seconds left in the game. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Claude, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Paul kicks to Pierce. Shoots the 3. The Clippers rebound.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Dirk, during that second half, what brought the conviction the team showed that allowed you guys to win this thing?
I think we just battled, and that was good for us. I thought that really won us the game down the stretch. We scrambled for each other, we rotated, got a couple lucky bounces down the stretch, and that always helped.
Dirk, thank you. Kevin, it all starts with that competitive spirit.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Dirk Nowitzki. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.